My grandparents left everything to my cousin in their will, so I uncovered the lies she told to get it. When the will was read, I couldn't believe it. My grandparents had left everything, the house, the savings, the family heirlooms, to my cousin, Sarah. It didn't make sense. My grandparents had always been close to me. We had a bond that felt unbreakable. But when they passed away, it was as if I didn't exist in their eyes anymore. All of it went to Sarah, the cousin who had barely visited them, the one who seemed to swoop in only when it was convenient. I felt betrayed, but more than that, I felt like something wasn't right. Sarah, of course, acted like it was all fair, that she deserved it. She played the grieving granddaughter perfectly, talking about how much she had cared for them, how much they had meant to her. But I knew it was all an act. I had been there when she couldn't be bothered to call them back, when she rolled her eyes at their old-fashioned ways. So, why would they leave everything to her? The more I thought about it, the more convinced I became that there was something dark beneath the surface. I started digging, looking for anything that could explain why my grandparents had changed their will so drastically. I went through old letters, emails, anything that could give me a clue. And that's when I found it, a series of emails between Sarah and my grandparents that didn't add up. She had been telling them lies, manipulating them into thinking I didn't care, that I was too busy with my life to bother with them. She had painted me as distant, uncaring, while portraying herself as the devoted granddaughter who would drop everything to be there for them. But it wasn't just the lies that stung, it was the way she had twisted the truth to suit her needs. She had exaggerated every small mistake I made, turning them into reasons why I shouldn't be trusted, why I didn't deserve their love or their inheritance. And my grandparents, who had always trusted her, had believed every word. I knew confronting Sarah wouldn't be easy. She was slick, always one step ahead, always ready with a sob story to make herself look innocent. But I couldn't let her get away with it. I couldn't let her take everything my grandparents had worked so hard for, everything that should have been shared among the family. I gathered all the evidence I could find and went to my parents, showing them the emails, the lies, everything. At first, they were hesitant, not wanting to believe that Sarah could be so cruel. But the proof was undeniable. Together, we took the case to a lawyer, determined to contest the will and expose Sarah for what she really was, a manipulative liar who had taken advantage of two elderly people for her own gain. The legal battle was long and exhausting. Sarah fought back hard, using every trick in the book to discredit me, to make it seem like I was the one trying to steal from her. But the truth was on my side, and little by little, her web of lies began to unravel. The emails, the witnesses who had seen her manipulate my grandparents, the inconsistencies in her story, it all came together to paint a picture of someone who had carefully planned her deceit, who had stopped at nothing to get what she wanted. In the end, the court ruled in our favor. The will was declared invalid, and the estate was divided fairly among the family. Sarah didn't go quietly. She threw a fit, screaming that we had ruined her life, that she deserved everything she had taken. But as she stormed out of the courtroom, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. Justice had been served, and my grandparents' legacy was safe from her greed. The relief I felt wasn't just about the inheritance. It was about knowing that I had stood up for the truth, that I had fought for what was right. My grandparents had been deceived, but in the end, the truth had prevailed. And as I walked away from that courtroom, I knew that no amount of money or property could ever replace the love and memories I had of them. Sarah had tried to take everything, but in the end, she